how did so many people come to believe that Genesis says the devil caused humanity's fall? By tempting Eve in the Garden of Eden? The text never says that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was shocked to learn Genesis makes no such claim.
You're right, it doesn't. And discoveries like this can be unsettling. For nearly 2,000 years, this idea has been repeated, and repetition is powerful.
In Genesis, the tempter is never called Satan, never called the devil, never called a fallen angel. It is described as a serpent, a beast of the field, and cattle, described as created by God. So the text itself gives no reason to interpret the serpent as a supernatural evil being. Yes, that conclusion comes later, not from the text. Apologists claim that the serpent symbolizes Satan.
That claim fails immediately because symbols must be explained. If a divine, infinitely intelligent communicator intended Satan, the text would say so. Silence gives the reader nothing, and a perfect communicator would not leave something this central unclear.
Yeah.
You cannot insert a character that the text never names. That breaks basic reasoning. The burden of proof belongs to the person making the claim, not the reader filling in gaps.
Now look at the punishment. The serpent is cursed above cattle, condemned to crawl,
condemned to eat dust. That punishment fits an animal,
not an immortal being.
Exactly.
They say the punishment was symbolic humiliation. Then the story loses clarity because symbolic punishment without explanation cannot be verified from the text. And a story that mixes symbolic punishment with literal expectations creates a contradiction. References to a figure called Satan appear rarely in the Hebrew scriptures. He is not described as a rebel god, not described as ruling hell. The text presents him as an accuser, operating with permission. There is no cosmic enemy described in Genesis.
If there's no claim of a devil in Eden,
then there is no claim of an external deceiver, no corrupted humanity, no corruption, no inherited sin.
and without inherited sin,
The Savior claim loses its foundation. They say later revelation clarified earlier texts. That's an admission, not a defense. If clarification is required, the original message was not complete, and a perfect communicator, whom we are told inspired biblical texts, would not need later additions to explain basic ideas. So what's left? A story, later interpreted beyond what the text says. There is no devil described in Eden, and later theology builds on a character the text never names.
Mm-hmm. The purpose of this series is not to tell you what to believe. It is to encourage examination. Ideas that are true do not fear scrutiny. They become stronger when questioned. If you found value in this discussion, subscribe, like, share the episode, and join us for the next investigation. Until then, examine everything, assume nothing. This is the raw truth. Follow, subscribe, and share, and continue the conversation.